Hi.
Hi. Try to go off screen there. This is Canada versus for
Thailand.
elderlies, and we are going to talk about
Food.
yes. Now,
You
before
can
we
see
go,
my eyes.
before we go, as a disclaimer, I might be a chef, but she is a professional food eater, and
All
she,
Thais.
all time.
Everyone.
Actually, yes, that is a good point.
We are
All right, so let's
the eaters.
All right, well, let's start there. Let's start with you this time. Let's start with the ties. So, on a scale, let's do a survey. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being professional, uh, where do ties rank in regards to food and the love of food? How about that? The love of food. Where do they rank?
I don't know, but for me, number one.
1, she barely likes any food.
No, I mean we are the champion.
No, you're not the champions. It's a scale here. This is
The scale from 1 to 10.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are to the 10.
Okay, you're the 10. You're 10th best in the world. Just kidding. So, Thais in general love food.
Yeah.
Now,
we love eating everything.
and
we eat variety food.
Yeah. Yeah.
We eat everything. We accept all culture.
Oh, okay. Now you say this. Now let's get some thoughts here. Now, you say we, but what do you mean we? How about the old people? How about the
Yeah, yeah.
elderly? What do they think? Are they what is like
Basically,
Yeah?
they eat rice.
rice?
Yeah. And even we accept the noodles, which is Chinese culture.
Yep.
For a long, long time. But if that day they have noodles already, they still have to eat rice because they not count noodles as a meal.
I get it. So rice is a meal,
Rice is a meal.
and which is also a starch, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
And noodles, which is also a starch, is
same
not a
thing.
meal. Okay.
Because they focus on the form of the starch. Okay, and they have rice with chili paste.
Yes.
We have
I've seen a lot of that.
many type of chili paste, and they eat with boiled vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
fried fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the river fish.
Yeah.
Because
River fish. Yep.
in our country, like the main area having the river, right? Except the elderly from down south, they live side by
ocean.
side on the ocean.
Yes, they live on the ocean. They don't need river fish. They get everything.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So you have like the river kwai, or how do you say it? Kwai, right?
River Quay.
River kwai. So, I grew up saying it the river kwai, but
Kwai for us is buffalo.
yes, moo. That's a cow, which is also a food. How about beef? Do they eat a lot of beef here?
Some,
Some.
yeah, but not a lot because it's quite tough for the elderlies.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
It is
yeah.
tough for them to
Yeah,
chew.
chew with their gums
right?
and everything like that.
And
Yeah.
They prefer to have fish.
Fish, which is also awesome. And I've had the fish here, and it is really, really nice.
Mhm.
Especially the fried fish with the garlic was
Mhm.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about? We'll not do culturally, but do they eat anything else? Like, do they eat any other culture food? We're not saying McDonald's here. That's more of a me thing.
think
Mhm.
it depends on the person because like the old people like my grandparents generation,
Right.
most of them close their mind. They just
So stick
they
to
just
what
eat
stick
their
with what
own
they know
food.
they like. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like Duong and Bill's grandmom
Mm-hmm.
or auntie or dad, that open mind. But the rest, they just like they always say that I never have it, I don't eat it, something like that. So
Okay.
they don't try.
So
But for my dad, he tried everything.
Yes. So Dewan and Bill is our neighbors and one of our best friends. They're
And
best friends.
and my dad taught me to open mind up to whatever food that you see in front of you.
And speaking of that, my dad taught me meat and potatoes. That's it.
Because he prepared me to live, like, I can live anywhere in the world.
And I can't even live without a distance of 1 kilometer to a McDonald's. Anyways, it's not about me. It's about
Okay.
old people,
Okay.
the
So
elderly.
the elderly here, it depends on person. If
Okay.
they open mind like my dad, they eat everything. And if they stuck to their own food, they just eat the same thing.
Okay. Now, you met quite a few elderlies when we were in Canada, in Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Cajun is where we were, and which is just like an hour and a half north of Toronto. So if you're looking on a map, Ontario, Toronto, Bob Cajun type thing. But you also experienced stuff in Toronto too, and you met a lot of people. What did you get from them out of curiosity? Did you see them open to different things, food wise?
Not sure because every time I met them, they have their type of food, right?
Okay.
Western food,
So now that
Canadian style.
yeah,
But your dad,
eats everything.
yeah, he try
Right.
everything.
So,
Even his stomach not
Yeah,
accept
I
that.
know. So I will say this on behalf of my family's my dad, my mom. My mom not so much. She is really British, and she doesn't like vegetables at all, which is
Yeah.
I love vegetables, but not about me. But the elderly, she doesn't like vegetables. But most Canadians I know that are older, like in their 60s plus, I'm not in my 60s. I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
Sure. So
What you
most.
gonna say about?
Oh yeah. Okay. Back to what I was supposed to talk about. So most of the elders I know, they do stick to their own food type thing. However, I will say they've grown up eating a lot of stuff like pasta. They've eaten meat, potatoes, vegetables. So they do have a lot of different foods they do eat.
Mhm.
Like people I know, people I grown up with. We live in a multicultural city and multicultural country in
Mhm.
Canada, but Toronto's a very multicultural city, and even the people I know that are, let's say, Indian,
Mhm.
they eat a burger. Even their parents, like people I've
Mhm.
known, and they'll obviously eat their own food, and then vice versa. My dad loves Thai food. He loves Chinese food, and he is whiter than white. But growing up, for instance, we never had that experience until we met my stepmother.
All right.
And but like with that
Mhm.
with that being said, oh yeah, I'm using that word again. But with that being said, we did get to experience other stuff, and he
Yeah.
did appreciate other food, unlike me. But like I have a lot of friends and family who are newfies and who are true born Canadians,
Mhm.
and they eat everything. They eat Italian, they eat French, they eat Mexican. I love Mexican food. It's one of my favorite foods,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. And like oh yeah, I love Thai food too.
No.
But that's it pretty much. And so Canadians are usually they stick to a lot of Canadian food, but they do love a very wide variety because we are more of a multicultural
Mhm.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's it.
That's it.
Canada, Thailand, food.